Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be looking at a product from a company called Gosund. I was contacted by them and asked if I'd be interested in reviewing their wireless switch. So I did a little research and I decided to have them go ahead and send it to me so I can test it out and review it for you guys. Basically what this is, it's a smart batteryless wireless safety switch. Now what it does is it allows you to turn on and off any appliance that would normally go plugged into the wall by using this switch from virtually anywhere else in the room. So you don't have to physically walk up to the appliance to turn it on. So this is great in the event of you have maybe a light that is connected to the wall in a room, but you don't have a light switch readily accessible like right next to the door or something like that. Now, at first glance, this seemed like it was a little bit more difficult than what I expected it to be. But once I actually got down and read the instructions and figured out how to do it, it is very easy and it definitely will make your life a lot easier. I'm the type of person that I love when things are easy. And again, after, just setting it up and, using it, I found out that it was very, very easy to use. Now, you might think that you're going to have, a lot of electrical know-how and things like that, and by all means, that is not the case. And then also the fact that it doesn't use a battery is great because you don't have to worry about going and using it, and then one day it's not going to turn on because the battery ran out. So again, it's batteryless, and you can pretty much have it anywhere you want because it is wireless. So this is the box that it comes in. When you open it up, you have a couple of things inside. You have another kind of smaller shallow box here, and this is the actual switch itself. So as you guys can see, it is a very classy looking switch. It doesn't look very mechanical. You can easily have this on the wall and it's not going to attract a lot of attention to it. It just looks like a regular normal light switch. And then you have a little bit of an instruction booklet there, and then some 3M tape, which you would put in the back. That way you can put it basically wherever you want. But you do have a couple mounting holes there, so if you want to put a couple screws or some nails or something, you can do it that way also. And then the other part that's in the box is the actual receiver, and there it is. So you have your little openings right here where you will put your wires into it, your control button here, and then you have a little hole right here where you can screw this into the wall. And then you also have your instruction booklet right here, and then some more 3M tape that is going to be for the receiver box. Now this is the part where I was a little bit wary as far as how it worked, because it's not very conventional in the sense that it's not just like plug and play like a lot of other things are. It does take a little bit of working in order to get it to work, but it's very easy to do, and then once it's done, you don't have to worry about it anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to set it up and how it works. Alright guys, so in order to get the switch to work, basically what you're going to start off with is your receiver box right here. As you guys can see, there is 4 holes right there. So you're just going to use a regular screwdriver and you're just going to back them up, and then you'll start to see that these little holes will open up inside of there. Now in the back here you see that there is an in and an out. So just keep that in mind, and you have L and N and L, in and out. All right. So you use the appliance that you're going to want to do, and basically what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to cut. So as you guys can see here, this is the part that would go into the wall. You have to cut yourself, a little bit of length, and then you'll have to separate the 2 ends, and then you'll have the exposed wires. Now this is the part that I thought was going to be the hardest, and maybe that you'll have to have some sort of mechanical knowledge or anything like that, but none at all. All you have to do again is just cut it with a pair of scissors, and then you just make sure that you remove about ½ an inch, or as much as as you want, no more than probably 3/4 of an inch of the actual wrapping of the wires itself there. So, and then where you have the bare wires on the inside exposed, and you just want to turn them just to make sure that you have a nice point to it, and then that's it. And then basically what you're going to want to do is on the receiver box, the in portion right here is going to be the part that's going to have the actual plug that's going to go into the wall. Now what I did is just to keep it the same, I did a little blue mark right there, as you guys can see. So that way I'll know that that little blue mark is going to be the L. That way on the other end, I did a blue mark where that same one would meet up with it. so I know which one is which, and then that's going to be the L on the out. So again, the key thing to keep in mind is that the in is going to be the side that goes to the wall, and then the out is going to be the side that goes to your actual appliance. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and set up the wires in there, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I have 3 of the 4 wires already tight in there. I wanted to show you guys what that looks like. So basically all you're going to do is you're going to stick the wire in there, just make sure that it's in that little trap, and then just screw it down with the regular Phillips screwdriver from the top there, and then you'll feel it get tight. And then once that's done, now the wire is locked in there, and that's pretty much all the wiring that you're going to need. Again, I know at first it might seem like a little bit difficult, especially if you've never done any type of wiring work or anything like that, which I myself had not done, but it is very, very easy. Again, all you have to do is follow those steps. Just cut it, fray it so that you have enough of the wire sticking out. And as you guys can see, I could have probably done a little bit less to maybe clean it up a little more. And then just have enough, you know, to stick in there. Tighten it down so that they're in there and you're ready to go. So I'll go ahead and show you guys how to pair it and how it works. All right, so once you have everything wired up, first thing you want to do is connect it to the power. Now, as you guys can see, I'm using one of these regular desk lamps, and this has an on and off switch right here. One thing you do want to make sure is that the switch is on the on position, but because it is on the on position, it's actually not turned on now because the power is being routed through the receiver box right here. So what you're going to do is press the button on the receiver box to put this into pairing mode. And you're going to press it for about 3 seconds, and then you'll see a red light start flashing. I don't know if you guys can make it out. So that means it's in pairing mode. So now you can go to your switch here and then turn it on, turn it off, and then there it is. Now it's actually paired and it's controlling the light. So the beauty of this is that you can go ahead and grab this switch and put it anywhere in the room. You can put it up on a wall, you can put it on a table, and because there's no batteries to worry about, you can go ahead and put that 3M tape behind and leave it where it's going to be, and you know, you can just continue to use it. And then if you need to, you can take it off, put it somewhere else, take it to another room or something like that. You know, all you have to do is go ahead and pair it back up and you're good to go. So there it is. As you guys can see, it is controlling the light very well. There's no delay whatsoever from me flicking the switch to the light turning on and turning off. All right, guys, so as you saw, it works flawlessly and it works just as described. Now, one thing that I'm hoping this video will answer is a couple of the same questions that I had when I originally saw the description of how this works. First one is, how much electrical know-how do you have to have in order to get this running? And as you guys saw, it is virtually, you know, very easy for anybody to do. There's no electrical know-how. All you have to do is cut that cable, fray it, stick it in there, tighten it down, and you're good to go. The second one is, how did it work without any batteries? And reading off the description that they provide itself, it says a built-in mini generator collects the tiny kinetic energy and transfers it into electrical energy, sends out instructions to turn the light on and off. So basically that means that you can pretty much use it as much as you want, and you're not going to have to worry about the battery dying down because there is no battery. You know, it's all kinetic energy. The receiver, you know, picks up the information from the switch every single time. There's no interruption, there's no lag or anything like that. So it's very, very easy to use. And that's the one thing that I found, is that they made this very easy to set up and very easy to use so that anybody can use it. Now, the third thing is, the beauty of this is that one single switch can actually control multiple receivers. So if you purchase more than one receiver, with the one switch, you can actually pair it to the multiple receivers and then turn on multiple lights with just the flick of one switch, which is really awesome. Because again, there's no wiring besides the obvious wiring that you would do for the electric portion, but there's no wiring of the receiver to the switch that you have to do, you know, through different lights or anything like that. So if you want to turn on, like, let's say a light and a fan, you know, like a table fan or something like that, with the one switch, you can go ahead and do that. If you want to turn on, you know, multiple lights with one switch, you can go ahead and do that. And again, it's seamless, very easy to do, and very easy to set up. So there it is. That is the Gosund wireless switch. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and leave a link below to their Amazon page where you can go ahead and pick these up. They have quite a few different options that you can choose from, and I do recommend it if you are looking for something that's going to simplify your life as far as having a switch to control light that isn't readily accessible or anything like that. Go ahead and check these out. All right, let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.